Dear students of Standard 8, today we are going to continue our Chapter 6 of Social Science, Human Resources. Dear students, in previous video, we have seen about factors affecting the density of population. Now, today we will learn about birth rate. Dear students, what is birth rate? So, the average of the total new babies born per 1000% in a year in any specific area is known as birth rate. Indians have been adopting family planning since a number of years now, and therefore the birth rate is declining continuously. And in rural areas, due to lack of education and awareness about family planning, the birth rate is still high. Now, death rate. What is death rate? The average number of deaths in 1 year per 1000 persons in any specific area is termed as death rate. And with the help of improvement in living standards, effective medicines, vaccinations, controlling various diseases, etc., during the past few decades, and it has been possible to bring a marked decline in the death rate in India. Now, next topic is migration. What is migration? So, when humans go from one place and settle in another for their livelihood or for their progress, it is known as migration. Employment, education, business, industry, etc. are the reasons why rural population is attracted to urban life. And since Gujarat is an agriculture region, and 62% of its population resides in villages and 38% live in cities. Urban area means city area. Now next is population composition, means population structure. So what is here in this topic? So the classification of total population into various groups is called population structure or population composition. For example, male female groups, age groups, then rural urban groups, religious group, linguistic groups, etc. Now age structure means age group. So the population of the nation has been divided into three age groups. First is 0 to 14-year-old are called children. Then number 2, 15 to 59 years olds are called adults. And those number 3, those aged 60 years or more are called senior citizens. And compared to the rest of the world, Japan has the highest number of senior citizens. As per the 2001 census, 35% to 40% of total population below 18 years, whereas 7% to 10% is senior citizen. Now next topic is sex ratio, means it can be defined as the number of females per 1000 males. According to the 2000 census, there were 940 females for every 1000 males in India. And the sex ratio of Gujarat is 918. And in this chart we can see Kerala has the highest sex ratio in India. So here in this chart, we can see sex ratio as per the census 2011. Now dear students, our next topic is literacy. What is literacy? So an individual who is 6 years old or more and who can read, write and understand any one language is said to be literate. And through this chart, we can know about literacy. In 1901, the literacy rate in India was 5.35% and this has increased to 74.4% in 2011. And it is highest in Kerala at 93.91% and in Gujarat, the literacy rate is 79.31%. Now here we can see top 5 districts in terms of literacy. Ahmedabad, Surat, Anand, Gandhinagar and Kheda. We can see here total male and female. Now next topic is occupational structure. So what is occupational structure? So this is divided into two groups. First is working group and second is non-working group. And due to rapid industrialization in India, the working group is constantly increasing. Now change in the population composition. So two types of changes can be seen in the population of India. First is quantitative changes. So what is quantitative changes? Variations in population count are known as quantitative changes, and this happens mainly due to rate of population growth and migration of people. Second is qualitative changes. What is qualitative changes, students? So the changes observed in thinking and nature, lifestyle and living standards are known as qualitative changes. And the main reasons responsible for these changes are dedication and hard work, national feeling, enthusiasm, bravery, etc. Now here two groups are there, religious group and linguistic group. So religious group, India is a secular nation. In India, Hindus are in a majority, and after them come Muslims, Christian, Sikhs, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, etc. Number 2 is linguistic groups. So as mentioned in our constitution, there are 22 languages in India. 22 recognized languages in India. Hindi and English have been given the status of official and global languages respectively. And Gujarati language is in the 7th place. Now health structure. The health of a person can be defined as the prosperity achieved through all the elements: physical, mental, social, economic and spiritual. And the highest level of health helps in speeding up the process of national development. Now last topic is national population policy. So what is national population policy? So dear students, here we can see when human resources of a nation are educated, trained, healthy and strong, they can contribute greatly to the development of that nation and to ensure the arrest of any sudden rise in its number, as well as to see that it is used and develops properly. Our government has decided on a national population policy. As part of the national population policy, various programs like nutritious food, mother-child care and treatment, providing clean drinking water, school health programs, safeguarding children's rights, etc. have to be made more active and widespread. Dear students, here chapter is over. So through this chapter, we can learn about human resources.